Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sasha Gilmore Corbin and Willow Corinthos showdown will escalate while Jason Morgan deals with his worst fear when it comes to Jack Brennan. Maxie Jones will also play Love Croker. So let's talk about what's ahead in Port Charles. For starters, Drew Quartermaine will offer up in reason for his current meeting with Portia Robinson, which Curtis Ashford just walked by on. Drew will contend he was in the process of making a business offer to Curtis woman. So Portia will have no choice but to back him up. It looks like Portia will go on with Drew's press conference idea about his pediatric sports action, so Curtis may struggle to understand why she's so willing to cooperate. At Elizabeth Baldwin's place, she's formerly faced multiple interruptions with Lucky Spencer. It looks like indeed further are on the way, but Liz might suggest a change of plans to ensure their occasion at a romantic night, indeed if they've to defer it a bit. Lucky will like the sound of Elizabeth's suggestion, so they'll continue to partake some close moments. At GH, Willow and Sasha's sweepstakes will toast up now that they're trashing each other over their conduct. Since Willow's amusement like Sasha got pregnant by Jason to go after Quartermaine cash, she'll contend this baby might have been the stylish con Sasha ever pulled. Of course, Willow doesn't realize Michael Corinthos is the true father. The situation would be indeed worse if Willow was in the circle on that, so Sasha will have to be careful about what she says during this battle. Over with Maxie, she'll play Love Croker. During a discussion with Carly Spencer and ask what kind of commitment Carly is looking for. Maxie will help Carly see that perhaps she was too quick to push Brennan down, especially when he claimed she was further to him than a fling. On the airplane lift home, Anna Devane will talk to Jason about Brennan, so he may admit he's got enterprises about Carly getting hurt. Although Anna wouldn't suppose Brennan has any ulterior motives when it comes to his interest in Carly, Jason may not be so sure. Latterly, Anna will turn to Brennan for help, so she may try to get the kill order on Valentine Cassadine lifted. Still, Brennan may admit it's out of his hands if Valentine has made too numerous adversaries within the WSB. It could leave Brennan making some grim prognostications about what the future holds for Valentine. Eventually, Lucas Jones will impinge into an intriguing foreigner and presumably hit it off with him. This riddle man should be Lucas' next love interest, so Brad Cooper may struggle with covetousness soon enough. General Hospital spoilers say Brad will have a hard time as Lucas makes some updates to his love life, so stay tuned for the bad news that's brewing. At least 6 major secrets still need to be revealed on the ABC cleaner. These marvels will blow up Port Charles, so let's talk about the exposures that are in the workshop and make some prognostications about how effects will play out. Of course, we should start with Willow Corinthos' forthcoming discovery since she'll ultimately find out Drew Quartermaine and Nina Reeves had a fling. Nina's conniving Drew's takedown, but that could have some veritably particular consequences. Still, what's to stop him from spin their alliances and ruining Nina's relationship with Willow, too? If Nina convinces Willow to leave Drew. Whether that's how Willow finds out or not, she's going to be mealy and devastated once she finds out what Nina and Drew have been hiding all this time. Next, let's bandy Jen Sidwell's docket since there's obviously further to this new villain than meets the eye. Does Sidwell have a buried Cassadine clan connection or could he be an old adversary of the family? Suckers will ultimately learn why Sidwell really came to Port Charles and why he intends to set Alexis Davis up for a crime she didn't commit. There'll be some big news that comes out about Sidwell as this plot moves along. Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true lineage is also going to beget chaos and upend plenitude of lives once the real story comes out. Lulu Spencer eventually agreed not to tell Dante Falconeri about the espoused child that Brooke Lynn Quartermaine's cashing, but will she change her mind down the road? Still, she might blow the lid off everything, if Lulu puts the rest of the mystification together and figures out Gio is Dante's sprout with Brooke Lynn. Jason Morgan is presently posing as the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby, but how long can they keep the ruse going? At some point, it has to be revealed that Michael Corinthos is the true biopater. It's just a matter of how and when the big reveal will be. It'd be easy for Willow to eavesdrop some effects that make her suspicious and put her on the path to the verity. Maybe Willow could eventually launch a battle that sends Sasha into early labor down the line. Whatever the case, Sasha's got Michael's bun in the roaster, so there are going to be serious fireworks. Formerly Willow uncovers that curveball. The show hasn't revealed the person behind Sonny Corinthos' extension explosion yet, so who's it going to be? GH might go with someone truly shocking like Drew, especially if they're planning to do a grim whodunit girding him. Indeed, if it's another baddie rather, Sonny will have a chance to get vengeance once the malefactor comes to light. We should see Sonny in fierce mob master mode once he finds out who's responsible and strikes back. All Jack Brennan's deception regarding Jocelyn Jacks will get exposed sooner or laterly. Carly Spencer will rethink her passions in the coming occurrences and most likely get her love with Brennan back on track. From there, the preamble will be on when it comes to Brennan and Carly's relationship getting derailed by his Jocelyn secrets. Between all the Cyrus Renaud drama and Jocelyn's WSB training, Carly's going to flip out once she discovers everything Brennan's been hiding about her son. These exposures will shake effects up in the months ahead, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem. Portia Robinson pleads for armistice, Gio Palmieri gives a friendly warning, and Jason Morgan warns a mistake could be made. Portia doesn't want the secrets Drew Quartermaine is blackmailing her with to get back to her hubby, Curtis Ashford. During General Hospital's Tuesday occasion, she'll maintain with Curtis, telling him that perhaps this is the perfect time for armistice. Curtis wouldn't like it if her manipulations were exposed, altering Heather Weber's medical records to keep her in captivity. During an exercise clip for Hereafter's show, it looked like Gio and Emma Scorpio Drake are outside having a converse about what took place at the Quartermaine vault. Drew and a surveyor from the county argued with Tracy Quartermaine for the land the vault stands on. Meanwhile, Emma was re-photographing Drew live and putting it on social media, asking a lot of questions. Still, Joe's friendly warning appears to be about Tracy, as he advises Emma, "Don't ever let her hear you say that. You can go." Tracy will maintain that she's enduring an illegal interrogation, as she appears to be in the PCPD, or conceivably the courthouse, on Tuesday's show, with Drew gaping down her face. Tracy maintains her trim look as Drew is in her face, asking what makes her suppose that it couldn't be again. As she struck the county surveyor, he was running his chalk wheel in front of the vault door, and she took offense. What could Drew be pertaining to, the possibility of a Quartermaine making a mistake? Or Drew chancing some other reason to have Tracy arrested and making it stick? There was a time that Sasha Corbin was engaged to Michael Corinthos, and she and Carly Spencer formerly had a mama-in-law/son-in-law vibe. General Hospital's exercise for Tuesday, March 11th shows Sasha at the Metro Court in Carly's office as they're having a talk, and the two do feel more like family than just musketeers. Carly may be talking to Sasha about her gestation and Jason stepping up for Carly, pretending to be Michael's father when Michael was a baby. She tells Sasha that there's one thing that makes her situation different. Is she trying to prove her proposition that Jason is doing the same thing for Sasha? In the meantime, during an exercise clip for Hereafter's show, Jason is giving someone good advice as he tells them he thinks they're making a mistake. In Buenos Aires, he'd taken Charlotte Cassadine with him. Anna Devane had stayed with Valentine Cassadine, trying to move him to come back with her. But who might Jason be talking to, Anna having tried to move Valentine, or Valentine encountering them as he tries to flee? One thing is for certain, the mistake Jason is pertaining to is presumably trusting Jack Brennan about anything whatsoever. Valentine had an option: if he knows too important he could go into substantiation protection if nothing differently. Back at the Quartermaine manse, Lois Cerullo is shocked and stupefied as Brooke Lynn Chase confronts her. Brooke Lynn is angry, and correctly so, as she questions Lois, "What haven't you told me about my child?" Lois will obviously be confused as to where Brooke Lynn got her information, and Lulu Spencer's little Metro Court break-in might be exposed. But Brooke Lynn considers that minor to the shocking disclosure that Lois had kept a lot of effects about her baby's secret, and perhaps indeed prevaricated.